Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Leaders of the World, Part O and P. I'm including O because there's only one country that starts with O, and that is Oman. The leader of Oman is Sultan Haitham bin Tariq, and he's a guy who's been in power for a long time. And if you've been in power for a long time and you're the leader of a Middle Eastern country, I'm pretty sure you've gotten your hands a little dirty at least once. So I went with a leopard. Next up, we have Shahbaz Sharif, who is the current head of Pakistan. Everything about this guy, to me, screams that he is just another politician who's going to make a lot of big promises and then deliver on exactly zero of them. Everything he's doing kind of strikes me as the Pakistani equivalent of Bush, and not the cool Bush Jr. I'm talking like Bush Senior, like a bunch of promises, nothing happens. So I made him a goat because at the end of the day, all politicians are the Judas goat for the working class. Next up, we have Sir Angel Whips Jr., who is the head of Pelalu, or Palau, to the one person from that country. I'm sorry for butchering any names. Everything about this guy in his politics, at least, seems that he just wants to just piss off the Chinese as much as humanly possible. So I made him a rabbit, specifically because rabbits have kind of become a resistance of queer resistance. They've become a symbol of queer resistance in China for whatever reason. I don't know why they chose rabbits. I think it has something to do with there was this really ancient god of rabbits, and he was killed for being gay, so the gods made him a god of rabbits for some reason. But hey, be a little bunny and do a little crime. That's what I gotta say about that. Next up, we have Palestine. Now, needless to say, there is some really serious shit going on in Palestine, so I'm going to be skipping over it. As far as I'm concerned, uh, as far as I'm concerned, if it was at all possible to create a leech fursona, I would have created a leech fursona for Benjamin Netanyahu because he is a bloodthirsty warlord. I have nothing against the Israeli people. I have everything against the Israeli government butchering children in the name of in the name of in the name of land and religion. I think that sets a very nasty precedent. And at the end of the day, I think Zionism is just blood and soil for a different crowd of people. That's just my opinion. Take it for what it's worth. But yeah, free Palestine, fuck genocide. So next we have Jose Raul Mulino, the current president of Panama. I decided to make him a pig because everything about him screams, I am in the pocket of the CIA. Apart from him claiming that the Panama Papers was a hoax, he also has ties to the people who arrested or ratted out Noriega. Also, if you don't know what the Panama Papers are, it was basically a leaked document that basically said, yeah, rich people and politicians all over the earth are doing insider trading and are putting away like money in bank accounts that nobody knows about in like offshore banks and whatnot, and like literally hiding it in giant vaults in the desert and shit. And so like we probably still have that going on today because no one got punished for the Panama Papers. So I guarantee you, like, somewhere out there right now, this minute, there is the world's first trillionaire. It's just that, you know, all those billions and billions and billions of dollars are, like, hidden under a giant rock somewhere in, like, Vanuatu or something. Anyway, next up we have James Marape, leader of Papua New Guinea. This guy, I couldn't find really anything of interest about him other than he is a Seventh-day Adventist. So I decided to make him a lamb. I gave him the crown and golden crap because everything about this guy also screams, I'm going to say a lot of really cool shit and seem like a really cool leader in the third world, and then immediately pocket all the money. That's just me, though. Next up, we have Santiago Pena, which is a very unfortunate surname, who's the leader of Paraguay. Now, I decided to make him a crocodile because his whole thing is, or rather a caiman, but his whole thing is that he's an economist and a devout Catholic, but nothing about him has ever gone really, really, really chuddy. Nothing has gone into, say, like, he is cracking down on, like, socialists or anything. I think maybe he is, like, a liberal, maybe a shit lib, but not necessarily a bad guy. Next up, we have Dina Boluarte, who is a bloodthirsty sociopath who has taken power in Peru, and is a bloodthirsty sociopath who sends literal, like, death squads of the Peruvian National Police to, like, murder people. You can actually see it at the tail end of the screen cap, I think. And if not, well, long story short, in Peru, like, this woman literally just, all she does with her power is send out, like, hit squad and murder people. She's basically Duterte, but for Peru. She is living proof to feminists across the world that female dictators are a thing. They're extremely rare, but Jesus Christ, this woman is like worse than Thatcher. This is Thatcher if we gave her hit squads. So, I decided, since she loves drinking the blood of children and the blood of activists and journalists and leftists, I decided to make her a mosquito. Next we have Bon Bon Marcos. Now, Bong Bong is the son of a literal bloodthirsty dictator and kleptocrat, and he is just straight up a trust fund baby, so of course he's president of the Philippines. Now, the thing is he hasn't done anything, to my knowledge, anything too overtly insane. He hasn't, like, murdered the general or whatever and then declared himself general for life or something. Or, you know, he hasn't came out and said, yeah, oh, by the way, I'm the Pope now or whatever. He hasn't done anything too, like, Nero, you know? So, he's not Nero-pilled, thank God. But he is a trust fund baby, so I made him a Sergal because nearly every Sergal I met has been either massively racist or really rich or both. Not to say Bong Bong's racist, but he's definitely fucking rich. Next up, we have Donald Tusk of Poland. Now, Donald Tusk is quite literally the descendant of a Nazi collaborator. And he said some pretty interesting things concerning Jewish people and black people and queer people in the past. And I'm not saying he's a out-and-out racist, but with a name like Donald Tusk, I couldn't help but make him a Boer. So he is a Boer. And or a Nazi. And or both. Next, we have Marcelo Rebelo de Sousa, who is the current president of Portugal. I know him only that he is slightly, like, socialist adjacent, and that he's like, I only really know him as that one old dude from like Iberia, so I don't really know much about him. But I do know he's a comrade, and he's old, so a red falcon. Anyway, that's about all for now. Peace out.